All right, welcome to Sports Talk New York. I'm your host, Matt Polizzi. All right, first, before I get into the MLB, because that's what I was originally going to do, but I'm just going to kind of combine this here. And there was breaking news out of the NFL today. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it already, because this is like 10 in the morning, and I had time to do this until now. And it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, if you haven't heard, breaking news. The Jets have fired head coach Robert Saleh. This is huge. Now, being a Bills fan and playing the Jets this week, this worries me a little bit because the two teams play each other, and these two teams play very physical games. Sometimes the Jets have gotten the better of us, of the Bills, in the last few matchups. But yeah, this is big. This means Aaron Rodgers got his way. The person who probably should have been fired, but won't happen because he's an Aaron Rodgers guy, is Nathan Hackett, the offensive coordinator. But everyone knows that this team is pretty much run by Aaron Rodgers. No offense to Jets fans, but it is. Because the way he's playing is like crap right now, and he's the one that honestly should be gone. I have no problem with Salah being gone because things haven't worked out. But if you were going to fire him, you should have fired him in the beginning of the offseason, and you might have had a shot at people like Harbaugh or, Belichick or, Vrabel. Well, Vrabel's still out there and Belichick's still out there, but you should have been going after those guys and firing Salah before this all happened. But, alright, so it is what it is. And, the Jets have fired their head coach, Robert Saleh. Jeff Albright is the defensive coordinator. He's now the interim head coach. Alright, let's get into MLB. Let me tell you, this postseason has been amazing. Like, I did not expect this to happen after 2 games for each series. Every series to be tied up 1-1. That's how competitive this postseason is. Let me get something straight out there. I had a comment the other day, and I forgot to comment back to the guy. So sorry for not doing that. But you mentioned it as me being like a Mets fan. I'm not a Mets fan. Because I have this podcast / video cast, whatever you want to call this, and it's called Sports Talk New York. I try to, the more better all the New York teams are doing, the better it is for me. Or if they're really doing really bad, then that's good for me too. But if they're in between, then that's not so much as good. But the better all the New York teams are doing, whether it be the Buffalo New York teams, the New York teams, the New Jersey New York teams, however you want to say it, the better they're all doing for me, the more I have to talk about. So I just want to kind of just get this straight. I am not a Mets fan. I am kind of just watching along and just happy for the Mets fans, even though some people tell you shouldn't be because you're a Yankees fan. I'm a New York Yankees fan. I bleed pinstripes. But I just kind of wanted to say that to the guy who commented in one of my videos the other day, and he might have only watched that one and caught me just talking about the Mets and how excited I was for them. But I am not. When it comes to Yankees Mets, I am a Yankee fan. I have been since day one. But it is what it is. I'm happy for the Mets fans. I'm happy for you guys. All right. Like I said, these series are all tied 1-1. We got 2 game 3s tonight. One this afternoon, Philly at Mets, 5 o'clock, 5:08. Then we have at 9 o'clock, you have Dodgers, San Diego. These 2 series right here, the ones that are tonight, these are really, really good series. Like, I predicted 3-1 Phillies over the Mets for my series pick. I could end up being wrong about that, but I could end up being right about that. I don't know. But the way these series are competitive, oh, it's amazing. And oh man, that Dodgers-Padres game the other day in LA, those two teams can't stand each other. Like, okay, my teams have been involved in some rivalries before, some really, really brutal rivalries, like Yankees, Boston, Buffalo, Miami, Buffalo, New England, however you want to say it. But wow, Dodgers fans, really? I never saw that coming from you guys, man. Throwing stuff on the field, throwing stuff at players. I didn't see that coming. I should have, but I really probably should have, but I didn't. So yeah, those two series are really good. They're tied up 1-1. They're all tied up 1-1. To be honest with you, they're really good baseball. I'm a little worried about my Yankees because this Kansas City team, they're no joke. We really got lucky to win Game 1, and we played bad enough where we definitely lost Game 2. But Aaron Judge, man, I have no problems with Soto, the rest of the team. Judge, you are the captain of this team. You need to get out of your little funk. And I know you had a walk and you had an infield hit, so maybe that's the start of it. But you really need to get out of this postseason funk. Because you are a great, legendary, probably Hall of Famer, regular season player. But you have not had a great postseason. No matter if it's this season, last season, you just have not been good. And maybe this series is just because you're facing guys that have gotten the best of you. So they've had the better, when it comes to this Kansas City series, you definitely got to play better. All right, one more thing to one of my other boys, Stanton. I love you, man. You are great. I was pissed off when they first had the big deal, the trade for you, the mega deal. Like, no one's ever seen that type of money. I didn't like the money, and I didn't. And you are well respected. But man, these last couple games, especially last night, like you're getting hits, but you're hitting two people, and no offense, brother. Man, you are a great player. But it may be time to bench him. Because his slowness, and I know it's a lot of his injuries for his knees and his legs and hips have made him a lot slower because he used to be faster than this. But I just think it's time to bench him, man. To me, I'm watching the game last night, and it felt like he cost us at least a run or two in that game that we could have had if he had been. And even in the first game, even that first game on Saturday, man, I saw him hit some balls. And if it was anyone else, I think they would have outran the person. And again, this is nothing personal. This is just business, man. All Yankee fans, man, we love you, Stanton. We know you're not going anywhere. It's just, and when you hit that ball, oh my God, you probably hit that ball harder than Judge, harder than Soto. Like, you just smashed that ball. That's why this is so hard. But we need, you're just costing us some runs. Now, I'm not saying it cost us the game, because I don't believe that, but yeah, you're definitely costing us some runs. Between the first two games, it was just brutal. But Judge, man, get better. Stanton, maybe it's time to bench Aaron Boone. This would be you. Maybe it's time to bench him. And that's nothing personal to him. But if you're about winning, you're about doing things the Yankee way, we need guys out there that can run. And I know we don't have a whole lot of speed besides Chisholm, which, oh my God, he is so fun to watch. He is so fun to watch on that running the bases. But, all right, so that's getting out into it. Okay, so, yeah, you got games today. Mets, Phils in New York, 5 o'clock. Dodgers, Padres. at 9 o'clock, both on FS1. And then tomorrow you got all 4 series, 2 game 3s, 2 game 4s. So yeah, it's definitely a wild playoffs. Yeah, I hope you all are enjoying this. I really do, because this is fun. So yeah, this is MLB postseason. This is Sports Talk New York. Had a little Jets there getting fired. Head coach. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Sports Talk New York. I'm your host, Matthew Palizzi. Hope you all have a great day. See ya.